Welcome to Hatha Yoga with your host, Michael Dynie. We'll need 2 yoga blocks for today's practice. And the first pose that we'll do is a supported fish pose laying on a yoga block. I know for myself, I tend to get really sore across the upper back. And in my case, the thing that tends to work really well is a bit of massage. So we'll use the yoga block to massage around the shoulder blades by moving the shoulders around. Different ways to do it. The safest, most comfortable way is to have one yoga block in between the shoulder blades on its lowest height and a second yoga block at the back of the head on its next height. So that would look something like this. Creating a little lift between the shoulder blades and then supporting the top of the head. And if you are really comfortable with placing the head on the floor and lifting the chin, you can instead just have one yoga block under the shoulder blades on its medium height, its lowest height, and then bring the top of the head to the floor. Once you're all set up, explore reaching the arms back on your inhale, and then on the exhale, bend the elbows out to the sides like cactus branches. And we'll work with that for a little while, so you're welcome to close your eyes. Feel your way through these movements. It'll be a few minutes. And if you have those cork blocks, that's a little bit better in terms of massage. Much stronger massage. Really take your time exploring the movement. And try to really slow your breath. Drawing in a little bit of air over a long period of time. If you like to have the soles of the feet together, you can let the knees rest out to the sides, gently stretching along the inner thighs. If you find you have to use the muscles of the inner thighs to support yourself, then you could bring the feet a little bit further forward instead, away from the pelvis, which helps the thigh bones go a little closer to the floor without having to have so much flexibility. And if you're ever unsatisfied, you can always play with your block placement. Maybe that means sliding it down another inch or so the edge of the block catches any knots in your upper back. You might also feel some nice opening through the chest as you're exploring the range of motion through the shoulders. If you find a nice knot, try pausing there, just letting the yoga block sink into your knots. About 5 more breaths. And I kid you not, this was the same practice that I did this morning. I only had about 15 minutes, and I was like, I'm feeling the calling of supported fish today. And it really can make a difference just doing a little bit of this stuff. Good. 3 more breaths. And then to come off the blocks, you can support your head with one or both hands, engage your core, tuck the chin, do a little sit-up action, roll to one side, and then move the block out of the way. And then lay down onto your back again. Wrap the arms around the legs and hug your knees into your chest, gently rocking side to side. Find a point of stillness in the center, and now we'll only move the legs. Draw your knees wide apart using your hands, and then make some big circles in your hip joints, bringing the knees to touch in the middle, knees wide apart away from the center. Big circular movements. Using your hands to help guide the movement. The movement can also come from the muscles around the actual hip joints. The hands are just there to help guide things along. And then draw the knees wide apart, pull back with your hands, and take about 5 breaths. Roll the shoulders back into the ground. Relax and lengthen your belly. You can also honor the natural curve of your lower back, so it curves off the ground a little as the sacrum presses into the floor. A few more deep belly breaths. One more deep breath in. Now as you exhale, engage with the core, drawing the low back to the floor, lifting the sacrum, knees to shoulders. And as you inhale, slowly relax that effort, pressing your sacrum into the floor. Again, exhale, engaging the core, draw the front ribs in, low back to the ground. And then inhaling, relax that effort, bringing the knees forward, lengthening the belly. Exhaling, draw in. Inhale, sacrum roots. And last one. Exhale, knees in. And then inhale, press through the sacrum. Rest your left foot on the floor. Bring your right foot up to the sky, bending the knee for happy baby. Turn your hip out by drawing the thigh bone out to the right a little more. And then take hold of your right foot or take a strap around the foot. You could use one or both hands around the foot. Awaken the muscles in the front of your shin, flexing toes to shin, and then explore gently pulling back with the arm. You can also gently rock the leg from left to right. A few more breaths. Drawing the right knee towards the floor in happy baby, pause for 5 breaths. You're welcome to keep the head down. Option 2, exhale, engage the abs, press low back to floor, and lift your shoulder blades off the ground. 3 more breaths. If you're feeling quite loose, you can explore straightening the left leg a little bit more. One more breath. Inhale, relax the head down. And then exhaling, bring your right ankle over your left thigh. Recline pigeon. Press your hands against the inner right thigh, pressing the right thigh bone forward. Option 2, thread the arms under the leg, holding the back of your left leg. Pull that leg in towards you, and then use your forearm to press the right thigh forward. Option 3, take the foot into the left elbow crease, binding the hands, flexing toe to shin, with the option of straightening the leg there. And breathe. Main thing is we're working with external rotation in the right hip, inviting a stretch into the right buttock. 3 more breaths. And then letting go, place the right foot on the floor, bending the knee. Left knee to the shoulder. Lift the left foot to the sky for half happy baby, taking a strap around the foot or holding the foot with one or both hands. And then as we draw the thigh out to the left, that's externally rotating at the hip joint. From there you can explore gently rocking the leg from side to side. Engage the front of the shin, just to keep the ankle still and stable, so that instead of stretching the ankle, we're trying to stretch around the hip, probably in the hamstrings and glutes as well. And then drawing the knee towards the left, towards the floor, we'll hang out. So you can kick up through the foot a little bit and then pull back with the arm. Option 2, exhale to lift the head and shoulders, tensioning the core, and explore straightening the right leg a little more. 5 breaths in total. With an inhale, lower your head, and then place the left ankle over the right thigh, close to the knee. Recline pigeon. Use your hands to press the left thigh forward away from the belly. Option 2, hold the back of your right leg with both hands, pulling the leg in. And then use your forearm to press the left thigh forward. And that third option is taking the foot into the crook of your elbow, linking the hands around the shin, with the option of exploring straightening the right leg. 5 deep breaths. And bending both knees, let go, placing the feet on the floor. Take the arms out to the sides like wings, and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Both knees in one direction, and then the other. So you're welcome to stick with this first variation of windshield wipers. If you'd like an extra challenge, we'll come back to center with the feet together. Plant the palms on the floor, arms wide, and then use an exhale to connect with the core, drawing the front ribs in, reducing the low back curve. Bring your knees closer and closer to your chest, curling up the sacrum, tailbone. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the knees towards the right, halfway. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, center, thighs into belly. Exhale, other side, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale through center, tensioning the core. Exhale through the right. Inhale, thighs to belly. Exhale to the left. And continue at your own pace, making a big figure 8 or infinity symbol with the knees. Always passing through the center, curling up, and then allowing the thighs to go away from the belly as you go off to the side. A few more repetitions. Awakening the abdominal core, building some internal heat. This also builds great mobility around twisting, spinal rotation. few more each side. And then come back to the center. Rest the feet on the floor. And you can take a yoga strap around your right foot, straightening the right leg up to the sky. If you're a bit looser, you could simply hold the big toe with your peace fingers. On an exhale, open your leg out to the right, bent knee to the left. And with your inhale, come back to the center. And repeat. Exhale, pull back to the right. Inhale, back to the center. 3 more times. Exhale to the right. If you're really flexible, you can keep your left heel on the ground, left leg straight. 2 more times. Next time you open to the right, we'll hold that posture, drawing the thigh bone to the belly. Attempt to straighten the leg, engaging the quadriceps. And then point the foot. And notice how this engages through the back of the leg a little bit, creating more stability within that range of motion. And this is a way of quietly tricking your nervous system into granting you access to a greater range of motion. 3 more deep breaths. Last one. Inhaling, come back to center. So 5 last breaths in the middle. Keep the right leg up. You're going to point the foot and bring the leg away from its full range of motion. See if you can feel the back of the thigh contracting, buttocks and hamstrings, pointing the foot up. Left hand holding the back of the head, supporting your head. Exhale, tuck the chin a little. Bow forward for 5 deep breaths. If you're feeling really strong in the front of the neck, you might take your left hand up to your left thigh instead. And then keep pressing the right leg forwards towards 90 degrees, engaging the strength in the back of the leg. I'm getting a little rusty here. I swear I used to be able to put my lips on my ankle up here. It's been a while. And on your inhale, lower the head down. And exhale, letting go. Bending the right leg. Inhale, left leg straight up. Take a strap around the foot or hook the big toe. Engage the front of the thigh. And on your exhale, open to the left, bent knee out to the right. Repeating that 5 times. Inhale, legs centered. Exhale, opening out to the left. Again, if you are quite flexible holding the toe, there is the option to keep the right heel rooted, right leg straight. Even if you're using a strap, you might try this variation. 2 more times. On your next exhale, open to the left and pause. Gently press through the back of the skull to help lift and open the chest. Option to turn the head from there, gazing over the right shoulder. And see how it feels to push out through the big toe, pointing the foot. Awakening the strength of the left buttock, stabilizing the hip. On your next inhale, come back to the center. 5 more breaths. Take your free hand to the back of your head. And then pointing your foot, bring the leg a little more forward away from the belly. See if you can feel the back of the left thigh contracting, glutes and hamstrings. From there, exhale, tuck your chin slightly, lift the shoulder blades off the floor, 5 deep breaths. And if you're feeling really strong here, next good, right hand to right thigh. And inhale, relax the head down. Exhale, letting go. Bend the knee and rest the feet down just in front of your sitting bones, a few inches. Hands by the hips. Lengthen the belly. Open the chest up. On a long inhale, lift the arms over the head towards the back of your space. Slow the movement. On a long exhale, lift the hips up, drawing the front ribs in. Inhale, slowly bring the arms down. And exhale, lower through the vertebra. Inhale, lift the arms again, reaching back. And exhale, lifting the hips, scooping the tailbone towards the knees. Inhale, slowly bring the arms down. Exhale, lower vertebra by vertebra. Last one. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, lifting the hips. Inhale, lowering the arms. And exhale, lowering through the vertebra. And draw your knees into your shoulders, full happy baby. You can modify holding the knees. Otherwise, catch the feet, pressing the feet to the sky. Draw one knee down and then the other, gently rocking side to side, massaging the sides of the back. So you may feel the lower back getting a little massage as the knee pulls down. And then crossing the ankles, hold behind your knees, and gently rock forward and back along the length of the spine. You can roll as far back onto your spine as you're comfortable. Cross the other leg, 3 more rolls. And we'll meet in a comfortable cross-leg position, simple cross legs. And with your hands over your knees, take an inhale to pull back and lift the heart. Head is the last thing to come up. Exhale, rounding your spine, shoulders forward, lower the chin. Inhale, slowly roll up, vertebra by vertebra, and then lift the chin as much as you're comfortable. Exhale, scooping the tail under, spreading the shoulder blades, rounding through the back. A few more times at your own pace. And with an inhale, come on up again. This time on the exhale, we'll round the back and start to make big circles with the spine. Inhale forward over one of the knees, and then the other. And as you exhale, tuck the chin and round back. Inhale forwards. Exhale, rounding. Big circles. And then change directions. Coming back to center, move forward into table position. So legs about hip width or so. And place your hands on the floor underneath your shoulders. And see how it feels to mobilize the shoulder blades along the back of the rib cage. As you exhale, push into your hands a little bit more, doming the upper back, spreading shoulder blades. Inhale, relax the effort, shoulder blades closer, heart melting down. Exhale, pushing through, shoulder blades spread, tension through the core. Inhale, shoulder blades closer, melting the heart. A few more to go. And then pushing through the hands, spread the shoulder blades. Start to walk your hands further forward, setting up for puppy stretch. So we'll keep the pelvis just over the knees. Walk the hands forward and plant the palms, keeping the arms straight. Connect with the core, not too strong. It's like a miniature crunch through the abs. Just enough to support the low back. Expand the chest towards the chin. Forehead could touch the floor or hover. Take some deep breath. And then press your heels towards your sitting bones. See if you can lift the feet off the ground for a few breaths. Notice the back of the legs contracting around the hamstrings. And then returning the feet down. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Press the top of the feet to the floor so all the toenails are on the ground. And we'll set up just like camel pose. Legs are parallel, about hip width. Check that your feet and your knees are the same distance. And we'll roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Big circular movements. Just letting your arms hang by your sides. If you like more of a challenge, you can make those circular movements with your arms out in front. Up, back, and down. It's just a little bit heavier. So as the shoulders roll back, try to lift the heart up even more. Inviting a thoracic extension into your spine. And then keeping that lift of the heart, bring your hands near your sacrum. Salute the camel. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Open your chest even more. Exhaling, hover the hand just over the sacrum, squeezing the shoulder blade to middle back while bowing forward. Inhale, lift the right arm up again. Exhale, bow again, hovering the hand just over the sacrum, squeezing the shoulder blade in. And a few more at your own pace. Different options for the arm. You could be doing more of a spiraling action. Or you could be reaching straight up. Your choice. And then inhaling, reach the right arm up. Press down through the bottoms of your toes. And then step the left foot forward to a lunging position. Feet about hip width or so. Take a breath in to bend into your front knee a little bit more. As you exhale, reverse the bend of the knee, connecting with the core, pulling the front ribs in. And again, inhale, bending the knee as much as you're comfortable. And exhale, reversing the bend, drawing the front ribs in the front. A few more to go. And last one, bend the knee. As you exhale, reverse the bend a little bit. And then you can bend your right elbow, keep the bicep by your head, and push back on the upper arm bone with your other hand. Take a breath to lift the heart. And as you exhale, really pull your front ribs in with the core, side bend, leaning over towards the left. And breathe. Inhale back to center. Flex your toes towards your shin. You can also slide that left foot forward. And you're welcome to take a yoga block underneath each of your hands. If you need to bend your left knee to get comfortable, that's fine as well. Take an inhale breath to push into your hands, lifting the heart up. Exhale, fold over your left leg, slowly bowing the head in. Inhale, roll up through the spine, lifting heart and then chin. Exhale, slow fold, engaging the front of the thigh. And a few more to go. Last one, take a breath in. Then either keep the back straight or fold on the exhale, your choice. And we'll hang out for about 5 breaths, engaging the front of the thigh to help straighten the leg, engaging the front of the shin as well to flex the toes towards the shin. And then pointing that front foot, push into the heel. Inhale, come on up. And we'll help that left foot back, camel position again. Bring your hands towards your sacrum. With an inhale, lift the left arm up to the sky. And exhale, bowing forward, hovering the fist above the sacrum, squeezing the shoulder blade back. Inhale, lifting the left arm up. And exhale, turning the shoulder in, squeezing the shoulder blade. About 3 more at your own pace. And then lifting that left arm, come onto your toes. And we'll bring the right foot forward to a lunge near the right side of the mat. So we're naturally hip width or wider. Feel free to wiggle the foot forward a little more. And then as you inhale, keep the heart up. Explore bending the front knee. As you exhale, reverse the bend, drawing the front ribs in. You might find a really nice stretch in the front of that hip. Again, inhale, bending into the knee. And exhale, pushing into the front heel, engaging the core. A few more times. We can also squeeze the legs towards each other, intending that left hip forward, right hip back. And last one, bending into the knee on the inhale. And then find the reversal of the movement on the exhale. Tensioning the core, lifting the pubic bone. Bend your left elbow and use your other hand to push back on the upper arm bone. You can also resist it. And then with your next exhale, really engage with the core and buttocks. Explore side bending, leaning over towards the right. And then inhaling, come back up. Lower the arms. And you can bring your hands to yoga blocks. Feel free to bend the right knee. Maybe you push into your hands and slide the right foot forward a little more. With an inhale, lift the heart up. Find your neutral spine. Exhale, fold over your leg, following your nose towards your belly button. Inhale, push through the hands, lifting the heart, and then look up. Exhale, folding over slowly. And a few more. And then find a point to hold. With an inhale, lift your heart. You can stay there. Straightening the leg, drawing the thigh bone back. Or exhale to fold. 5 deep breaths. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, right leg back. And then come back into table position, taking the hands forward. Knees back a little bit from a typical table. And with an inhale, bring your shoulders over your elbows. Exhale, bend the arms. Slowly bring the hips down. And then we'll meet in Sphinx pose, bringing the forearms forward. Elbows a little bit past your shoulders. Legs about hip width or so, and then see if you can feel some engagement in the back of the legs. Notice the feeling of the breath. And as you're breathing into the belly, maybe you can feel the belly expanding against the floor. And draw the breath all the way up to the chest. One more breath. On your next exhale, lower the heart, and then bring the hands back a little bit wider than your shoulders. With an inhale, lift the shoulders away from the floor, cobra pose. Press your inner heels together. And as you exhale, slowly come down. 2 more times. Inhale, cobra, awaken the upper back. Pull with the hands. Exhale, lowering down. Last one. Inhale, pulling back. And exhale to lower. Now, keeping the heels together, knees bent, we'll bring the arms out to the sides like cactus branches, hands-free mode. Inhale, lift everything up, awakening the upper back, contracting between shoulder blades. And then squeezing the inner heels, try to lift your knees a little higher, engaging through the buttock muscles, the glutes. All the while squeezing the knees towards each other. One more breath. On your exhale, place your hands down, resting the forehead on the hands. And relax the legs. Bring the big toes to touch, thighs apart. Passive inward rotation. Bringing the hands to the back of your head. Keep the elbows out to the sides, legs squeezing together. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift the legs, 5 breaths, squeezing the inner thigh muscles. Slight tuck of the chin, back of the skull presses up against the hands. Awakening the whole back line of the body. And exhale down again. Bow pose. Bend your knees, heels together, knees apart. Inhale, lift the arms away from the floor. Lift your knees. This is option 1. Option 2, exhale to reach back for the outsides of your ankles. And then if you catch, engage the buttocks, pressing your pelvis to the floor. Kick back to lift the knees, squeeze the shoulder blades. And breathe. You can also use your breath to explore the pose. On the exhale, we naturally sink a little bit. That's where you can lift the knees more. And then on the inhale, the heart comes up, the knees might go a little lower. And exhale, letting go. Hands under shoulders. Sit back onto your heels. Puppy stretch variation. You're welcome to relax the forearms to the floor, allowing the whole spine to relax. And second variation, come forwards a little bit with your pelvis over your knees. Walk the hands a little further forward, straightening the arms. And then let your forehead meet the ground. Option 1, keep the palms down. Option 2, straighten the arms, going onto the tips of the fingers, lifting the palms away from the floor. 5 deep breaths. Try to aim your elbows towards the ground and straighten them. And inhale, come forwards, planting the palms. Take your forearms to the floor, elbows underneath your shoulders. Pressing down through the base of the toes, lift your knees up, forearm frog. Explore turning your feet out a little bit, and then bend the knees to draw the hips back, exploring a straighter spine and a bigger lift of the hips. And then very slowly come forwards, straightening the legs so the shoulders are more over the elbows or the forearms. Bending the knees, draw the hips back, opening the chest towards the feet. And then slowly come forwards again. A few more to go. And last one. Lifting the hips up. And bring the knees to the floor, sitting back onto your feet. Puppy stretch or child's pose, reaching back by the feet. And with a heavy tail, inhale to come up. And we'll do a second round of that. This is actually a preparation for a headstand. We've been doing this whole time. So let's position the hands a little more like a headstand, interlacing the fingers and tucking in the little finger at the bottom. Bring the biceps in by the ears. And then we'll bring the forearms to the floor. You can keep the head off the ground. Same idea as before. We'll lift the hips up, turn the hips out, feet out. Bend your knees, drawing the buttocks back just as far as you're comfortable. And simply hold that position as long as you can. Aim for about 10 breaths. And internally count your breath as you go. If you do have a headstand in your practice, Feel free to instead place the head on the floor in between the forearms and come up as you usually would. And try to gradually slow your breath and your posture. One more breath. Bending the knees, you can come down into a squatting position. Rooting the heels into the earth. Cradle the back of the head with the hands. Take a breath in, pressing the skull against the hands, elbows out. And then as you exhale, elbows in, rounding the back. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the head, elbows out. And exhale, rounding in, bowing in. A few more vinyasas. Inhaling, opening up, lengthening through the crown. Exhale, hugging in. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, bowing the head down. And take a few breaths. Then bringing the hands forward. Set up like table, but bring the big toes to touch, keeping the knees apart. Thread the needle. Inhale, right arm opens to the sky, open the chest. Exhale, thread the needle, reaching right arm underneath the left, bending through the left elbow. Inhale, reaching right arm up again. Exhale, threading through. And once more. Inhale to reach up. And exhale, thread the right arm through. We'll hold this one. Bending your left elbow. Keep reaching off to the left side. And then lean forward into your shoulder. Pressing the back of the right hand into the ground, activating that shoulder. And you might keep the left hand as is. You might explore reaching the left arm forwards by the ear. And breathe deep. Can you feel the breath flowing up the back body? Maybe there's a gentle engagement you can do through the core to move the front ribs in so that the back of the spine can relax and lengthen. Breathing around the right shoulder blade. And very slowly come back, left hand under the shoulder, right arm up to the sky on an inhalation. And exhale back to center, planting the right hand, other side. Inhale, left arm up, open the chest. Exhale, threading the needle, bending the right arm to reach through. Inhale, left arm opening. Exhale, threading. Really following through with the breath, looking for those short pauses at the ends of the movements. And last vinyasa, inhale to reach up. Exhale, threading through, way out to the right side, leaning into the left shoulder, right hand as is, or take the right arm forward, bicep by the ear, drawing the front ribs in. Maybe you can feel the breath moving around the shoulder blades, especially the left side. One more long breath. And long exhale, returning the right hand by the head. Inhale to lift the left arm up. And exhale back to the center. And then you can sit off to the left side, bringing your legs out in front. And we'll do one more seated posture, Janu Shirshasana. So you can bring your left foot to the inner right thigh, about 90 degrees between knees. And then pressing the palms up, interlace the fingers. Inhale to lift the heart as much as possible. Exhale, little twist towards the right, drawing the ribs in. Again, inhale, tall spine. And exhale, grab hold of the right shin, take a strap around the foot, or hold the foot. Inhale, pull back with your arms, lifting the heart. Either stay there or fold on the exhalation. This pose is called head to knee pose, Janu Shirshasana, but it could be done lifting the knee towards the head. And that can just make it a lot easier to get the forward tilt of the pelvis, so it becomes much safer to round the back. And actually quite nice. Inhale to lift the heart. And exhale, letting go. Left leg out, right leg in, roughly 90 degrees. Inhale, interlace the fingers, palms pressing up, heart lifting. Exhaling, twist towards the left. Again, inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, take hold of the left leg or the foot, or use a strap around your foot. Inhale, pull back, lifting the heart. Option to stay there, or exhale to fold over the leg. Maybe even bringing the knee up to the head if it's quite far. And breathe deep. Grounding the left heel into the earth. Engage the buttock. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, letting go. Bring both legs out in front. Slide forward on the mat a little. And then bending the knees, hands to the front of the thighs. Take a breath in. Slight tuck of the chin. Draw the ears back. Exhaling to come down slowly. Engaging the core. Rolling down through the vertebra. And then make your way into relaxation, straightening the legs towards the corners of the mat. Move the shoulders away from the ears, creating space around the neck. And then create space around the low back by pressing the heels into the earth for a moment, sliding the tailbone towards the feet. And then completely relax, lengthening the low back. Relax the forehead and the jaw. Relax the back of the throat. And relax the belly. And give yourself a few minutes resting in silence. If you have a little more time, take more time. Give yourself 5 minutes. And I'll leave you that silent space to finish Savasana on your own. So thank you so much. Hope you're feeling great. See you soon. Oh, here comes the pug. Hey, buddy.